It's a revolution.
Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to our video. This is some Forza Horizon 2 right now, and I'm going to be doing a drift build on this, the Shelby Cobra 427. I wanted to sort of look around for some cars that are usually, well, sort of unusual, because I always do sort of drift builds like that, because it's sort of boring to go ahead and just choose a normal car, and then do a drift build on it, and then snore and fall asleep, because it's just boring, okay? It's boring to go ahead and just choose a normal car to do a drift build on. I'd rather have something like a challenge, something that I can go ahead and mess around with and make it, I don't know, basically I like a challenge when I'm doing a drift build. So, here we are with the Shelby Cobra 427. Now this used to be one of my favorite cars back in Gran Turismo 5 actually, to drift around with. This was an amazing car to drift around in Gran Turismo 5. So, I thought I'd go ahead and check it out and see if we can do anything to this in Forza Horizon 2, and also see if we can make this drift just as well as it did back on Gran Turismo. So let's see what else we can do to this thing. I don't know if I want to engine swap this thing right now. It's a 7-liter V8, which is fucking huge. But I want to sort. Probably, yeah, I'm gonna keep the engine itself. How much horsepower does it have? 425 horsepower right now. The car weighs 2,300 pounds. So this is basically an insane car already as it is. But, yeah, I'm not even going to turbocharge it. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to just work off the stock engine and then see if we can do anything from there. But I'm going to drop some sports tires onto this thing. First of all, wheels, let's go change the wheels, give it something a little bit more, let's say modern. Yeah, I'm definitely down with these. Yeah, let's put these on. And then make them just a little bit bigger as well. Give them, I don't know, what are they at now, 15s? You can go some 17s? Yeah, some 17s. Pretty good front and rear. This thing is gonna get lowered as well. I really love the paint on this thing. I've always had it in like either silver or blue, and I think now it just looks really good in this red. So I'm gonna keep it. With this red. So since we figured out the little trick with the rally suspension, I am gonna go ahead and use the rally suspension in this build as well. I mean, this thing doesn't weigh anything as it is, so I don't know how much power really I should give this. It'll probably handle very similarly to a Miata, but this will obviously have a little bit more horsepower. Anyway, let's give this the rally suspension. I know it seems high right now, but we're gonna definitely lower this a bunch once we get to the tuning part of this. Right now I'm just upgrading a bunch of things. I'm gonna put a roll cage in it because I think you get like a little thing on top of the car itself. Do you? I can't even tell. It's like really low. No, it doesn't look like you get anything. No, you don't really get anything. I thought you'd get like a legit roll cage on top of it, but apparently you don't. And this is now under 2,000 pounds. Alright. I'll give it a little bit more horsepower. I'll give it to around 550 max. I think 550 should be good. I don't even know if I actually need 550 horsepower. I'll bring it to 500 and then see what that's like. And if I need to do anything then after that, I guess I'll make it. I'll give it more horsepower. I don't really need 550. I definitely don't need 550. This thing doesn't weigh that much, so I don't really. Okay, it's at 555. Okay, let's skip the cams then, because they give it a lot of horsepower. Pretty much upgrade everything else on it. And it should be good for around 500 horsepower. I think 500 horsepower is more than enough. I don't know now that I upgraded the wheels to I upgraded the tires to some sports tires instead of the original tires that were on it. Maybe with the original tires I could have been like able to drift this like stock. But now I'll leave those the way they are. I'll leave the gears the way they are as well. I'll give a simple tune again, usually the way I tune pretty much any of my cars to drift, and then I'll see if I need to change anything else on this thing. Stiffness, let's soften this just a little bit, front and rear. Let's bring the springs up a little bit. I'll bring it to around halfway or so. So we get a little bit of stiffness in the ride, and then of course we're gonna lower this as much as possible. Dampening again, let's stiffen this just a little bit because this is on rally suspension. if you guys remember. So sort of one slightly stiffer ride here. Bump stiffness again. Bring this up to about halfway. We should be good there. Braking, differential. Let's just lock the diff. And we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and start sliding this thing. Ah, this looks really good. It's so nice and low right now. Alright, let's go give this a shot. See what this thing drives like. I don't have any other... Okay, I'm already wheel spinning. I'm barely touching the gas. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Has a bunch of grip in the front wheels. It's good. Whoa. It's a little bit weird to slide though. Just feels slightly weird. I'm gonna have to mess a little bit with the camera in tow. It's like I said, it has just a little bit too much, whoa, grip in the front tires. When I'm counter steering and I let go of the gas just a tiny bit, it pulls in that direction. So let's go ahead and do something like this really quick. Bring it to no toe at the back, and then just a tiny bit of camber at the back and a tiny bit less camber in the front. And alright, let's see how this is like now.
One of Horizon's top drivers
Alright.
is in the area. I've marked their position on your GPS if you'd like to challenge them to a head-to-head.
Yeah, this is a lot better. Yeah, it only pulls in that direction now if I fully lock the wheels. And that's not all the time, as you can see! Whoa! Okay, okay. This definitely does not need more horsepower. Okay, and now I think I've made it a bit too loose at the front, so we'll bring the camber up again. Because that'll give me a little bit more grip in the front wheels. I think I just... Oh. Oh. In the middle somewhere, so I'll stop like 2.6 or something like that. I don't know. Alright, and the gears, I sort of want them to... I want to use a bit more third gear than fourth gear, so let's bring this down a little bit. The final gear, and I should sort of extend my gears just slightly, or extend the ratios slightly. Should be good for third gear now. There we go. Oh, this is much better. Now I straighten up a bit. Shit. That's not good. Come on. Let's keep this going. Don't spin it. No, it's gone. Oh, this is good. It's still a little bit weird. Here's what I'll do is just driving around a Carrera GT. I know it's a driving type, but still. It feels weird, right? It's a short wheelbase car. It weighs very, very little. So that's why this is somewhat of an unusual drift build, because this isn't supposed to really do this. It's supposed to handle really, really well, but once I give it slightly more power, and I can do this with it. Don't straighten up, don't straighten up. Oh, the scrape! Scrape the wall a little bit, it's all good. Oh, look at that angle, oh, it's gone. Oh my god. I'm going a bit too hard with this thing. I want to try and find its limits, that's why I'm going hard. If I gave it the street tires, and I maybe reduce the power slightly, this could be a perfect car. Let me just do that really quick. I'm going to do that right now. So, oh shit, what am I doing? Pop over here, and I'll get rid of the sports tires. I'll put the street tires on it, and I'll get rid of around, I don't know, like 30 horsepower. Something that sort of, like, actually makes a difference. So let's go to the garage. Upgrades.
Come on in and let's fix her up.
Alright, let's get rid of some horsepower right now. How much does this? Get rid of 8. 12. There we go. We'll bring it to down to around like 450. 450 horsepower should do it for this thing. There we go. 453. I'll leave it at 453 for right now. And then let's pop over to the tires and go down to the street tires. Alright, so it has a little bit less grip now, and it also has just slightly less power, so we should be good. I mean, the front just grips a little bit too much when I'm counter steering, and I can't really do anything about that. It's just because the car is really, really light and I gave it like sports tires. You know what I mean? So it tries to sort of... Oh, this is perfect. This is just like any other one of my cars now in the build. Oh, it's perfect. And it's not even that it grips too much, like the sports tires. It's just that they grip like really fast, right? So when I'm in the corner of my counter steering, they pull in that direction like really, really quickly. Like it's... Yeah, they're pretty much just too grippy. Oh, third gear now is amazing. Whoa! Oh god. I straightened up a little bit too much and then I regretted it. Ah, come on. Fourth gear, or third gear is just a little bit too long now. I can't rev it all the way out. I have to keep it like in the mid-range. So let's bring this back up again. Let's bring this back up again to about 3.55. We need more angle with this thing. It's really hard to do, even with the rally suspension, because it's very light, so it's sort of, like I said, it pulls in that direction a little bit too much, even with these tires. But it's definitely a little bit easier to drive now than it was previously with the sports tires. God damn, this is fun. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys for watching this video of the Shelby Cobra 427 drift build. It's something a little bit unusual. I've done crazier things, but still, this is sort of a little bit of a challenge to drive. Thank you, Ferrari. Appreciate it. This is a little bit of a challenge to drive, so that's why this is somewhat unusual to have a drift build on. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you disliked the video, then of course you can give it a dislike. But of course, if you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to give it a like. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.